Okay, welcome back to episode 2, guys. I'm not going to mess around too much longer because I want to start this video off properly. I'm not going to waste too much time. We are here at the Museum of Ark History. This is the first of 2 mega feature builds on this Valguero map. Now, I did tell you that I've left people to settle in and get themselves sorted and then start making their own mark on the land. Now, 2 of the players that are on this map have taken this to heart and have been doing feature builds. Now, this is Shell's build. And already, just look at the work on the outside, as you kind of get a first glimpse of what you expect to see. But I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to let Shell do the talking. I'm going to let her show us around this awesome place. Over to you.
Okay, well, welcome to the Museum of Ark History. If you'd like to come into the reception area and just wait just here in the reception, please, while I get behind the reception desk. And then if you each come up to me one by one, I'll give you your ticket. Okay, there you go. Jodie, got your ticket?
Yep, there you go.
There you go, Rich. And Chris, if you want to come and grab your ticket. There's your ticket. All breakages will be paid for. Do not touch the exhibits. And this is a guided tour, so if you'd like to stay with the guide for the entire duration, please. So this is the reception area where you'll come to purchase your tickets. Normally there will be a charge, but today it's free entry. So first of all, we're going to go over here to the exhibition of the birds. This is what I call it. So here we have a selection of bird type creatures that are available in Ark. So we'll start with the little ones. We have our oh god, I can't remember the name. Terrorbird. And then we have a Microraptor. We have a moth thing that I'm not going to even try to pronounce the real name. And then we have our Tapijara, Argentavis, and then of course the Pterodon. So that is all the birds. And then the next exhibit we have over here is called the Boneyard. It does take a minute for everything to spawn in correctly when you first enter, so just give it a minute.
Everybody look to the floor as you enter. Should give it a little bit of an easier time just for spawning in.
So first creature here we have a bone skeleton of a raptor. Then next, can anybody guess what this little bone creature is here?
I'm not allowed to guess because I know what it is.
It's not a monkey. Jodie, would you like to hazard a guess?
Microraptor.
No,
nope.
not a
Wrong
Microraptor.
Again.
Something cute and fuzzy.
Chihuahua.
There
It's
we
a
go.
Chihuahua,
Yep.
yeah. And then here we have the
Couldn't
Carno,
remember the name of it.
Carnosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Quite easy to identify that one because of its horns.
Yep.
And then over here we have a Rex bone trophy skull, kindly donated by Jodie, I think.
Yes, I did, yeah.
And then here we have a bone Bronto. We have a Bronto outside as well, but this one is a bone one. And then finally this one, oh no, not finally, because it's got 3 more. But this is the famous Giga in a bone costume. And then we have the Quetz, again identifiable by its little bone structure on its head. And then finally the Stego. So that is the bone yard.
I love the boneyard because it's like the cornerstone of museums, which I like.
Yeah.
Next we head over this way And we've got the underwater zone. There is one empty taxidermy basin here because we need one more creature just to fill it up. But you'll see there's a model demonstrating the scuba gear that's available in the game. And you might recognise her.
You, Lady Shellington.
It is. And then we have one of our little dolphins. And if you could, I mean, they are on different size bases, which does determine the size the creature comes out, but there's still quite a big difference in size even when I put the other one on a large base. So this is, the green one is a alpha megalodon, and the one next to it is just a regular megalodon. And then we have a saber-toothed salmon, a manta, a jellyfish, a piranha, and lastly oh god, what are they called?
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish.
An anglerfish, yeah. So he's trying to light up whatever is inside his mouth there with his bulb.
We think this salmon might be haunted because it just moved in front of us whilst we were both looking at it.
Yeah.
It just sort of changed its position on its own whilst we were sort of standing there looking at it, so we already have a haunted museum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
So then over this way we have the clothing of a survivor exhibition, and you'll see that all the different armour types are on show, and I made the tech one on a massive plinth so it stands out compared to all the others. But we've even got the
take a minute for it to spawn in because mine's a bit sort of messed up.
we even have the hazard suit over here. Look, pretty much every kind of armour you can get. Ghillie clothes. I quite like the desert cloth, as you can tell, from my outfit.
Looks quite funky.
So that's that, and then we'll go back over there in a second, but we're going to go back this way for a second. Few little bits and bobs decorating the place, just that you might want to have a little look at. But this area I'd like to call Surviving the Ark Base Styles. So first up we have A Night Under the Stars, and as you can see it's a little camping area. Feel free to go and step down and have a wander around. You can go inside the tent, it is unlocked, and do whatever you like. So that is the camping out. There is like a little sleeping bag down there as well. Then we progress a little bit further to the basic Bob thatch hut. So this is what most people will build when they first start the game, and it's just a little basic thatch hut. A few little bits and bobs in there, but not too much because they haven't progressed very far in the game yet. So to go ahead, take a look inside. Okay, next up we have the what did I call it?
Starter wood cabin.
The starter wooden cabin. So it's a bit more upscale than the thatch hut, but still quite basic. You go ahead and have a look inside. There is different things in each one. So this one's got the added smoker, and they've got a bit better cupboard, better bed, just a little bit better than the thatch hut. And then finally we get to the basic stone house / workshop. So they've got a little bit of a workshopy area, and this is the first one that I've built 2-story, so you can actually head upstairs. It's just a little bedroom. You may have to crouch to get under because the ceiling's a little low there, but it's just a basic bedroom up there. There's nothing in the cupboard down here in case anyone's wondering. It's just an empty storage area, I suppose. Sort of make use of the space under the stairs. So here we just have a couple of dragon sculptures. There are dragons available on this map that we're on, but they're going to be more like this one, the ice dragon, or whatever.
Ice
Sorry,
wyvern,
wyvern. Yeah. And this is actually a blood wyvern that is available on the Crystal Isles map. So beautiful.
For me.
Before we head, I think we'll do the last bit outside for when we come back down, but we'll head upstairs now if everyone's ready to head upstairs.
Yep.
So, we're going to go this way. The first section you'll see is right in front of us, is the Highland creatures. So we have a horse, a couple of sheep, and
Hello, Saurus.
Allosaurus. These are creatures you're likely to find in the Highlands of any map. Well, next we'll head over here, and this is the redwood creatures. So we have a couple of little annoying things, a
Pego and a
Pego
Micro.
and a Trudon. And then we have a deer, I forget what they're called,
Deer.
Phylocolio.
Megatherium, I thought. I love that. The cute stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
These
Yeah,
little pose,
Megatheriums.
you know.
Mhm.
And,
These Megatheriums are great at gathering shit in, actually. That's
And then
Pallobia.
Pallobia, which are annoying.
Nightmare
because
badgers.
they
Yep.
hide under the ground and jump out on you.
Landmines.
And then we'll head round this way, and here we have the creatures you're likely to find in a desert area.
Ooh.
Now just bear in mind that these two here will eventually get feathers, but sometimes they don't have them when you initially look at them.
Oh, what, the fairy raptors, yeah.
You're the
It's-
fuzzy raptors.
'Cause there's a lot in the-
Dynamic.
there's a lot in the area to spawn in. So,
Yeah.
they're coming in quite quickly now.
So we have a
Okay.
mantis, we have a couple of the furry raptors, we have a kangaroo, scorpion, and over here a little
Centipede.
centipede thingy.
Pain in the ass.
Okay, then we pop back out this way and go around. We have the gatherers that help us build.
Yeah.
Check the pose out of the Therizino.
Therizino jazz hands, baby.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands, baby. Love it.
And then of course an Anki, beaver, and a doed. All
Essential for any.
essential for building.
Essential for
art
any
player.
good art players. And you have to do
Anybody
it.
fancies to sit down
Nice
mid-floor,
beaver.
there's plenty of benches here to have a little sit on.
I'll see you, baby.
Okay,
Shaking out
and then
there.
if we head through this way, to the right here we have swamp creatures, or swamp things as I like to call this section. So we start off with a baryonyx straight there in the middle, and then we have a frog, one of the smaller crocodiles, a snake,
Titan Bow.
an ant, a leech, a penis head as we like to call it,
Venusaur.
and finally the bigger of the crocodiles, the Sarco.
Suckers, that's it. Capra, or the Capra sucker, as we call it.
So that
can
is
anybody
the-
tell me why we call that a penis dinosaur? Just look at that dinosaur just for a second and let it soak in. Oh, the perfect angle there, Joe. You just put the shaft of the dinosaur right in the right place for me there. Lovely.
And then over this way, on the opposite side, we have the. Now, before you enter in here, we have the snow biome creatures. Now, we've managed to get a rock golem skin, and we tried the rock golem skin on all three sizes of base, and it comes out the exact same way. on each base, but I decided to leave it on a medium base because it's funny.
It's just,
So-
we're thinking that it's maybe a glitch, and as you walk in, you expect to see to your left a mega impressive statue of a rock golem.
You might need to crouch.
Jody, get out of the way.
Sorry.
Right.
Look at that. Look at the little midget. It's like it's just like popped out of the mama. There you go. Holy mackerel.
So we have a big, massive monster rock golem. We have a wolf. We have a woolly rhino. The Yeti. And this is a polar bear, although it doesn't look like a polar bear. It looks more like a bear you might find in the woods, but it is actually a polar bear. Just a brown one. And a woolly mammoth, of course. So that is the cold biome. And we're going to head back out this way, and we have another little Rex statue here. There is another one which you may have seen. As we cross over here, you can look down and see it, but we're going to go here first, which is the tech creatures. So we have the tech raptor, the tech Rex,
I like the
the
pose
tech
of the raptor.
parasaur, and finally the tech stego.
Yeah, I
You
like
All
the
get the
very
pose.
tech
nice.
quest.
Now, to
Yeah.
We
me,
didn't
that
get
looks
a
like the
managed to
tech
get a
raptor has been
tech
caught
quest.
in the middle of an act, which we don't want to talk about.
He's pouncing, ready to pounce on his victims.
Got a pole shoved up his ass. Boy.
Okay, we're going to head this way. And like I said, if you look down here, you will see a
Absolutely love
Rex ready for battle with a trike down there. You
So
can
if any-
just about see it.
So I'm going to go...
Well, we can. Chris might be a bit short to look over the banister, to be honest. But
This is the creativity that I like. Once you just see that trike sort of finish spawning in there, there's just the attention to detail with the poses, the way that they're doing combat. I mean, it's the size is obviously a bit out of proportion, because obviously if you tried to put that in proportion, you'd have to make a stupidly big building. But just that attention to detail is pretty freaking awesome to me. That's incredible.
right, if you pop back up, Chris, are you ready? So now we get on to the exciting stuff. So the bosses, and the first boss of course is the brood mother Lystrix, and here she is in all her glory.
Look at that creepy.
Also, she's got one of her little minions with her here, and the trophy we got for killing her ass is up on the wall, along with her flags, which were prizes when we beat the boss on the last map. So, as you can see, there she is, looking all fabulous.
Just to give that atmosphere with the green lights, I love that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of stuck to the lights for the colour of to match the colour of the flag. Next we have the I can't remember how you say his name. He's like mega.
Is it Megapithecus?
Mega.
Is it Megapithecus or is it?
Or something
Yeah,
like that.
Megapithecus.
Yeah,
Because that's Gigantopithecus, isn't it? Sasquatch.
yeah, and then the little monkey as well.
Oh,
Mespithecus,
Yeah, so we've got one of all
Does my head
three.
in trying to think of
Again,
all
his trophy up on the wall, flags,
Just
and
the,
everything. So it's all very beautiful.
just the stances
Yeah,
I like.
that's
Just the stances I like between all of them.
Yeah, they're all
if-
ready.
So if anybody
For
has
battle.
no idea what that stance is, if you tame one of these bad boys, these little things will actually throw you off their shoulders. I can't remember what button it is for the Xbox, but you can actually sit on their shoulders and you press a button. They will actually toss you off their shoulders. What specific
They'll
use
toss you
that
off, will they?
actually? Yes, off their shoulders. Get your mind out of the gutters, you children. What use that actually has to throw you off their shoulders, I have no idea, but there you go.
If you wanted to get over a wall or something. And then finally we have the dragon boss, so he hasn't got any friends, he's on his own. We have
doesn't
his
need any
trophy up on
friends.
the wall.
even he doesn't need any friends. Even on Alpha, with the boosts we had on the fight, it still took a hell of a lot of damage to bring this bad boy down.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, when he went ham on one of the creatures, I mean, some of our Rexes, with all the health they had, some of our Rexes still came out friggin' battered to absolute hell. So that is one bad motherfucker, this dragon. I mean, and this, he still, with what Wolf said, the dragon actually pales in comparison to the Overseer in strength. So even with everything we went in with, we would have never been able to do the Overseer. Not even with the strength we had. So that tells you something.
Section is you'll see a sign here saying under construction, and that's because we're going to save that for when we do any boss fights or anything on this map.
Or it could be the sex dungeon room. We don't know yet.
It could be. And then lastly up here we have the artifact room, which of course you need to gather all these artifacts before you can fight any bosses. And don't worry, we will be officially getting all the artifacts for this map before we do the boss for this map. We've just got these ones from the last map, all the ones that we found before, so
yeah, these are here for display only. We're not taking any
display
of these.
only. Yeah. Okay, so that is the upstairs. If we head back downstairs, we can just have a quick look outside. We'll go over this way because we've got a little tech exhibition outside. It isn't finished yet because I'm still going through all the tech stuff that you can get. I just want to make sure this door isn't locked. Yeah. Oh, no, don't want to do that.
Ooh, futuristic.
I'm trying to unlock the door, but I can't for some reason. So this is the tech area. Can you get through there, Chris?
Yeah.
No, nobody else might be able to come through now.
Okay.
Okay, so we have our sleeping pods. I'll show you what they look like when someone's in one.
Oh! Look at that. Can you see her in there? You can, yes you can. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Would you stop mounting
There you go.
shell bridge? That's creepy.
And I love the tech storage. I mean, it does take up a lot of space if you want a bit of storage for everything, but doesn't it look so ace having
That's
easy
pretty
to
cool.
buy what you want?
Tells you what there is inside it. Everything.
Yeah, and how many and everything. It's brilliant. So this over here is a tech surveillance computer. So you can get like little tech
Genesis
camera
2?
things, and they can. I suppose that you can control. Are they like a drone type thing? Are they, Rich?
Yep.
Yeah. So I haven't got one to trial, but that's something we can look at. So anyway, this is the tech area. Back outside, I'll stand over here just to tell you all out so that the doors don't shut on you. Okay, and then the front door should be unlocked anyway.
But you've got the tech generator over here that you didn't
We
show
have.
everybody.
We
And
have
the
got
food
tech
broth.
and the food prop, yeah. That's pretty much all we've got in here at the moment.
More
But
to
then
come next, there are more
outside we
stations to-
have the tech skip.
So we'll
No,
just stand
the-
here for a sec to see if we
Oh
can get
god,
them
I
to
can
spawn
inside.
in.
This is so hard.
There we go.
Freaking drive is unreal. Get out, I'm stuck inside. Alright, right. I never want one of these, they're terrible. I've no idea how you drive it. Oh god, I think I've run out of fuel.
On the skiff and the new exosuit from the jet
Genesis
suit.
2.
Right, jump off that.
Good, you can actually
But,
build a base on these
I can't
skiff,
fly
which
the
is
skiff,
quite
but
good.
if you come around the back, you can actually walk up on top of it by this little ramp if you want to have a look on top of it. But I can't fly because it's got no fuel, but I can have a little ride round in my mech suits. So
Give us a demonstration there. Oh, left hook, right hook. There we go. How many special attacks? Oh! Bad Mama Jabba. There we go.
so that is the tech area. So oh, I've got one more last thing to show you. So if we head back inside now, after your tour of the museum, you may be finding that you're a little bit thirsty or hungry, or you might need a wee. So we've got the bathroom just through here. It's not male or female, it's unisex, so each to their own. Working sink there as well. Make sure you wash hands.
It's not
And
communal.
then finally, through here we have the canteen area. So if anybody would like any food, but I haven't got any today because the cook has not arrived.
Yes, our cook
So,
is
yeah.
gone off to sleep.
There, the cook's asleep. So I hope you've enjoyed your museum tour.
I have.
Come back
It's
again.
freaking awesome.
The exhibits will be changing every now and again. Also, I'm going to give everybody a taxidermy tool, and if they see any creatures
need
they
one.
think would look nice in the museum, they can bring me a dermis.
We have
So
one already.
thanks for coming.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You've shown us around.
Really
That's
cool.
freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
No worries.
Right, that is the end of the tour section of this episode. Next up is a little bit of adventuring. I'm going to have a little adventure around with some random member of the party. Just have a little wander around the map, see what we can find, get a few drops and whatnot. But that is one hell of a way to start an episode. That is Shell's feature build. Now, she has spent the better part of a solid week's worth of construction. Now, I know you're wondering, like, that's one hell of a build, how'd she do that on her own? Like I said, I've allowed GCM mode in this for feature builds because we're all separate on our own, so it provides one heck of a challenge to actually do this on your own. So just think of how much material she'd have to gather on her own just to do a quarter of that, let alone all of that. So I've actually allowed GCM mode on feature builds to make things a hell of a lot easier, giving them the ability to float and build their structures as they see fit with all the materials at their command. And that, my friends, is one heck of a building with a great attention to detail and how a museum would actually feel. And if I know Shell, that's not going to stop there. There's going to be little details added to it for future instances, and I would probably say there may be a few more wings to be added, but we will have to wait for time as it comes. But on to the next part of the episode.